Hello, I'm Lon Safko and I'm a digital discoverer. What's a digital discoverer, you ask? We're a small group of people that are responsible for all the technology you have in your pocket right now. The technology I'm talking about is your smartphone, and you don't even know who we are. Let's try a quick quiz. Question number 1. Who invented the first cell phone? I'll give you a second to think about it. Nah, it wasn't Steve Jobs, not by a long shot, not by decades. It was Martin Cooper. Do you know Martin Cooper? Who, you ask? Yeah, Martin Cooper. You know who invented the light bulb, but you don't know who invented the most important piece of technology you use in your life every day. Do you know the story of how hard it was, how AT&T did everything they could to crush him? Do you know who Martin called from Times Square on the world's first cell phone call? No, I bet you don't. It's a great story. It really is. He's such a character. Okay, let's try another one. Who invented GPS? Give you a second. Okay. You know you can't find your way home anymore without using your GPS in your car or on your smartphone. Who invented it? Yeah, it was Gladys West. Yeah, Gladys is now 93 years old. She's also an African American woman who worked for the United States Navy. Imagine the difficulties of a black woman working for the Navy back in the 1960s. Sounds like the movie Numbers. Let's try another question. Who invented the first personal computer? Okay, this one's kind of easy. And again, you're probably going to say Steve Jobs. And no, it wasn't Steve Jobs at all. He didn't invent anything. It was Steve Wozniak. Yeah. So here's another digital discover question you should get. Who invented the internet? Yeah, no, it wasn't Al Gore. I know, that's funny, but no, it wasn't Al Gore. It was actually Vint Cerf. Do you know the name Vint Cerf? Do you know who he is? He's the guy that actually invented HTTP://. It was Vint. It was a single guy. Yeah, he worked on a team, but that was his idea. Don't you think you should know about these people, who they are, about their struggles and their vision they had to create the world that we live in today? Okay, one more. Who invented the first computer to save a human life? Wow, think about that for a second. The first computer to save a human life. Do I have you stumped on this one? It was me, Lon Safko. It was 1986. I also created the first commercially available voice recognition, voice synthesizing, and voice-activated home automation, along with a dozen more other technologies that you have in your phone today in your pocket. Imagine back in 1986, if you were alive then, you were to witness someone say, "Attention, lights on," or "answer phone," or "lock door," or "heat up," or even type a letter. It was amazing to think that Macintosh was only 2 years old. There was the Amiga, Commodore 64, Osborne, and the Apple II. For able-bodied people, it was an amazing demonstration, but for the 48.5 million quadriplegics in the United States, it was a matter of life and death for them. We want to tell our stories, our amazing stories of how we started with a vision and created the reality that we all live in today. We envision Digital Discoveries as an 8 one-hour episode series created for streaming TV, universities, museums, and for history. We need to do it now, or we will lose these amazing stories forever. These discoverers range in age from their late 60s to their early 90s. Let's create a legacy. Let's create history. My name is Lon Safko, and I can be reached through my website. Thank you, Vint. On my contact page at safko.com, SAFKO.com. Or you can also contact me by cell phone, thank you, Marty, at 480-266-1200, 480-266-1200, and I'm on Pacific time. You can also visit www.thedigital.discoverers.com for more information about this series and the digital discoverers themselves. I look forward to having a conversation with you about the digital discoverers.